Good afternoon, students. This lesson will be our second quarter lessons for second week in ICT 9 Computer Hardware Servicing. The objective for today's lesson, we have explained occupational health and safety, the policies and procedures in planning for installation activity in accordance with requirements. Our topic for today is all about occupational health and safety policies and procedures. But before we will proceed to our discussion, I have here a video. Please listen carefully to this video.
Good day everyone! Today we will learn what is OHS or Occupational Health and Safety Standards. Learning OHS is essential for those who wanted to become competent in computer system servicing. OHS or Occupational Health and Safety refers to the legislation, policies, procedures, and activities that aim to protect the health, safety, and welfare of all people at the workplace. This video covers the knowledge, skills, and attitudes required to comply with the regulatory and organizational requirements for occupational health and safety, such as identifying, evaluating, and maintaining occupational health and safety awareness. Many organizations implement an occupational health and safety management system as a fundamental part of their risk management strategy to address changing legislation and protect their workforce and other persons working under their control. Here in the Philippines, we have procedures, practices, and regulations in OHS formulated by the Department of Labor and Employment. The Occupational Health and Safety Standards was formulated in 1978 in compliance with the constitutional mandate to safeguard the worker's social and economic well-being as well as his physical safety and health. Now, here are the Occupational Health and Safety Standards in computer system servicing. Number 1. Do not work alone so that there is someone who can take care of you in case of emergency. While it is not always hazardous to work alone, it can be when other circumstances are present. Number 2. Always power off and unplug the computer before working on it. Make sure to disconnect the computer from the AC power and from any powered peripherals. Number 3. Take away any liquid near your working area to avoid getting electrocuted or accidentally damaging computer parts. Water and any liquid damage can often lead to extensive repairs or worse, total parts replacement. Number 4. Be careful with tools that may cause short circuit. Sometimes screwdrivers that are not properly used causes it. Number 5. Always ground or discharge yourself before touching any parts of the computer. You can use anti-static wrist strap or touch any metal parts to discharge. Number 6. Do not use excessive force if things don't quite slip into place. Handle all parts with care. Place each piece you remove carefully down onto a stable surface. Number 7. Clean the area before and after using it to maintain sanitation and prevent accidents. When you work in a messy environment, you may not notice all hazards, which increases the risk of an accident. Number 8. Hold the components on the edges and do not touch the integrated circuits or IC parts. Do not touch the pins or its connectors. Number 9. Always wear PPE or personal protective equipment in accordance with the organization's OHS procedures and practices. PPE is an equipment that will protect you against health or safety risks while working. Number 10. Make sure that the pins are properly aligned when connecting a cable connector. Always refer to the documentation for proper orientation of a cable into a connector. Number 11. Contingency measures during workplace accidents, fire, and other emergencies are recognized. Appropriate assistance should be provided in the event of a workplace emergency. Number 12. Use brush, compressed air, or blower in cleaning the computer system. Leaving a computer unclean is a great hazard to your system. Being safe in your workplace is important. Make sure to remember these occupational health and safety standards as part of your preparation for the competency assessment and of course when working in the industry. Thank you for watching.
What do you mean by Occupational Health and Safety Policy, or OHS? An Information and Communication Technology, or ICT. Students should know how to behave when working in a computer laboratory, as well as implement a safe way of accomplishing every task. Safety practices should be learned early and always adhered in working with any electrical and electronic device, including personal computers and its peripherals. This is for your protection as well as the people working with you and for the devices that you are using. The basis for this process begins with occupational health and safety policies. Occupational Safety and Health, or OHS, is a planned system of working to prevent illness and injury where you work by recognizing and identifying hazards and risks. Health and safety procedure is the responsibility of all persons in the computer and technology industries. So you must identify the hazards where you are working and decide how dangerous they are, eliminate the hazard or modify the risk that it presents. Next, we have occupational health and safety standards. Each student has a responsibility to their colleagues and their organization to report and act upon any potential workplace hazard. Students need to be aware of the type of hazards that are possibly present in their work environment. The first procedures, you should identify the hazard. Second, clear the area close to the hazard. Third, partition the hazard off or clearly identify the area to protect the other people from harm. Fourth, if the hazard is easily and safely cleared, then do so. If not, report the hazard to the appropriate person such as teacher in charge, principal, etc. to obtain assistance. The following clearing of the hazard, fill out the correct documentation to assist in identifying improved practice to reduce further incidents of hazards. All hazards must be reported using accidental report form. This enables us to track the kinds of hazards we have in our workplace and take action where necessary to make it safer for all students and clients. Accident reports form are used to give specific details with regards to the accidents happened in the laboratory during experiments. Accident reports contain the following details. First, we have the name of the person injured, date and time of the accident, type of injury, first aid given, action taken to prevent further accident. Those are the accident reports contain the following details. Let's proceed to hazardous substances. If the workplace hazard appears to be dangerous to staff and clients and professional assistance is required, call the supervisor or manager and advise them of the problem and the urgency of the matter. Depending on the risk, it may be called as an evacuation. Follow the evacuation procedure. The supervisor or manager will call in the fire brigade or specialized personnel who will deal with the spill. Fire exits. All fire exits should be kept clear or from obstacles. All students have a responsibility to make sure that chairs, empty boxes, or any other type of obstacle are not placed in or near fire exit doorways. All corridors also need to have equipment stored on one side only to ensure that in the event of an emergency there is a clear exit. Fire safety procedures. Each work area has a designated fire warden who in the event of a fire will take charge. They are recognized by the wearing of a red hard hat. If you find the fire, assess the danger prior to doing anything. If it is safe to move, assess anyone in the vicinity or of the fire away from danger. If it is possible, close the door to the fire area. Call the assistance. Verbally call fire, fire in a loud and clear voice. Break the glass section of the fire alert call point. Call the switch. Ensure you know where the fire is. Any other details that may be of assistance to the fire brigade. Details could be size of the fire, cause, or type of fire. Any people hurt or trapped. Has anyone tried to put it out? If safe to do so, attack the fire with the correct extinguisher or fire hose. If the designated fire officer is not present, someone quickly needs to take responsibility and locate the source of the fire. Locate any people. Remove all people from the building. Once outside, do a head count. Notify the authorities. Personal safety while working with PCs. Computer equipment can be dangerous, and you or others can be injured or even killed if you don't follow proper safety guidelines when working along with PCs. The following are some precautionary measures to take before working with any computer equipment. First, you should wear shoes with non-conductive rubber soles to help reduce the chance of being shocked or seriously injured in an electrical accident. You should not work on components that are plugged into their power source. You should not remove expansion cards from a computer when it is turned on. You should remove your jewelries when working inside any computer related to equipment. Be sure not to mix electronic components and water. That's the end of our topic for this afternoon. For your activity and evaluation, just visit our GAITF link. Thank you for listening. Bye.